Hello, it's Harriet Waley-Cohen here. I'm a speaker and a coach, and I change the way that women think, act and feel in their relationship with themselves, their bodies and their wider lives, massively for the better. And at this time of year, it's coming up to Thanksgiving and Christmas and the whole festive season. And so often people roll into the end of December having spent too much, eaten too much, drunk too much, maybe fallen out with friends or family after having to be in such close quarters with them over these festive flashpoints. And that can leave you rolling into the new year feeling like you're starting from a pretty low point. And even if you've had a good year, the last thing you want to do is finish the year on a low, right? The best thing to do is to finish the year on a high. And so what I want to talk to you about now is how to avoid festive fallout. I think we've all experienced festive fallout at some point or another. And the key to avoiding festive fallout, it's all about being conscious and going into this period of the year with your eyes wide open, but also being really clear with yourself about what works for you and what doesn't work for you. If you're the kind of person that in February or in July or whatever other time of year, that if you have a couple of drinks twice a week, that you're shattered and it doesn't do you any good, just because it's December, it's not going to be any different for you. So you need to really get to grips with your what works for you in terms of food and drink, and go into every occasion, every party, fully conscious, having pre-thought about where your boundaries sit. Is it going to be okay to eat all the canapes and then a full meal and drink 2 bottles of wine, or not? What's okay for you? Go into every occasion, everything, for being fully aware. When it comes to spending money, because it is an expensive time of year, not just all the going out and extra Uber journeys home, but all the gifts that you have to get for people. This is where a bit of pre-planning ahead of time makes a whole world of difference, because you won't spend too much and you'll also feel that you're giving people things that you've thought through. And this is where online shopping is your absolute friend. It'll save you time, it'll save you money, and it'll mean that everything just arrives at your door beautifully in time, leaving you able to just wrap everything up and all of that. And what you need to do to make this work is 2 things. Set aside 2 separate evenings, and the first one is for making a list and coming up with ideas. And I love this part because often I will have thoughts about books or toys for the kids, that kind of thing, way ahead of time. So you make your list and then you set aside some time the following week to just get all your shopping done. Just do it in one evening, bang, done. No wandering around the shops, sort of fighting your way through a whole load of other people who are desperate at the last minute. Because what happens if you don't plan your gift shopping is that you spend too much and you get things that you're often not even really sure that the person is going to like. And you get that awkward feeling on Christmas Day when someone's opening, yet another pair of socks or a novelty tie or something highly embarrassing like that. But with a bit of pre-thought, you can get things that are cheaper, that are more appropriate, and make the whole process much less stressful. When it comes to family and not falling out with your family, this is about, again, being really conscious about what your triggers are. What is it about being around certain members of your family or certain gatherings that pushes your buttons or pushes everyone's buttons altogether? Be aware of them and think what you can do in advance. And often the very best way to avoid getting into an argument is to be conscious of your own triggers and not rise to them, and be conscious of other people's triggers and be kind and generous and know that everyone else is feeling that family pressure. And also to be of maximum service. So whether you're at a family dinner or it's Christmas Day or whatever, be the person that's making sure that all the tidying up's getting done, that all the organising's getting done. Just take the focus off all those flashpoint situations by making the day go much more smoothly. Now, if you do that, you're conscious about your food and drink, you're conscious about your spending, you're not getting into arguments with your family, you're going to end December feeling amazing. So that is my summary, quick summary of how to avoid festive fallout. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you know someone who's always feeling really super rough by the end of the month, please let them know about this video and forward it on. And if you've enjoyed it, hit like and subscribe to my channel, where you can expect to see more tips on health, well-being, mindset, swapping destructive habits for really healthy ones, ways that you can get deeply connected with your body and in a good relationship with yourself. You can expect videos like that every single week, at least one a week. So I look forward to seeing you again soon.